Hi everyone, welcome. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Shanaz and I do not have a niche. I do want to elaborate further on that in a second video that I am going to make probably either today if the light is in our favor, if not tomorrow for sure. But today I'd like to talk about something um, a little bit private, a little bit personal, and a little bit, well, it was intense for us anyways, this last week especially. So as I mentioned in my previous videos, my husband is fully retired and I am a semi-retired baker. So kind of almost retired too. But I still absolutely love baking, and from time to time, I will still spontaneously do, some sort of a pop-up or farmer's market situation. And I believe I did go a little bit more in depth in my previous video as well, in relation to our bakery in California and our move to here in Nevada, etc., etc. But um, you guys will get to know more. I will introduce us, me and my family, our journeys. That's what our channel is called, by the way, Journeys. Me and my hun, and Buble the cat sometimes. I know you guys haven't seen Buble yet, but I'm sure he'll make his appearance as the star of the show soon enough. But in the meantime, and yes, as you can see, I'm a little bit nervous today because I'm a very private person. And talking about private things or personal things is obviously a bit uncomfortable, I'm sure, for, many people. And, especially at my age, I have mentioned before, I'm 56. And so I am assuming that my audience are, people of our age, my husband and I, a little bit younger, a little bit older, probably in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s. And so, people our age, we don't want to be out there blurting everything out. But so having said that, you might be thinking, well, then why do it? So a couple of reasons. The number one reason, first and foremost, and I can almost say that both of my reasons are almost, there's no like a higher number one and then a number two. It's both of them are kind of equal. And the number one reason is having, for the last, I would say, year almost, watching so many different people from so many different backgrounds and cultures, different countries, just a wide range of different videos I've been watching. And initially it started off just being a fun thing. When we first moved from California to Nevada, it was obviously, moving, as you guys know. I'm sure anyone that's, moved, and we've moved a lot, it's stressful. And watching YouTube used to be, and still is, my way of relaxing and unwinding and, just disappearing into stuff that didn't have to do with the day-to-day stressors of moving, acclimatizing, settling in, all of that, etc. So I started off as that, and the more I watched over time, it became way more than just a, an unwinding hobby, so to speak. I was, it started becoming educational and inspiring and also it made me feel, oh, I better not touch the microphone, I don't want to make something sounds for you guys, but it made me feel like here are all these people in the world, and they are actually in their own way. And not everyone, because yes, there are people out there that are just, and again, no, please, no offense, no shade, no, I'm just saying that there are folks out there that are, doing videos just for, just pure fun, hobby, maybe doing something like eating stuff on the videos, or reviewing, foods, and that I love food. I'm a foodie. Okay. So, and I watch those videos all the time too. But I was also learning through the variety of different videos that I was watching. I was watching videos, by the way, on topics like traveling, retirement, of course, food, animals, pets, what else? Those were the main themes. Oh, finances. And actually, that is the, believe it or not, the topic of today's video, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I just wanted to say that, and my apologies for the but I am being me, and I'm just speaking, as myself. There is no script or anything like that, so bear with me. But yeah, I started realizing that all of these folks all over the world are sharing their experiences in life, or giving advice on various different topics. For example, like I said, travel is one of the topics that I was watching and following, still do, and they would guide you or give you little nuggets of things that you never would have thought of, or could actually really, really be super helpful, especially in the future, because I believe I have mentioned in my previous videos that Carl and I, and hence also the video is called Journeys, me and my hun. So me and my hun, we are, wanting to and planning on, excuse me, slow traveling. And one of the main reasons for that is money saving and stretching the dollar, so to speak, retirement funds. And at the same time, enjoying and experiencing the world, so to speak. There is, from watching so many different videos, there is so much to see outside of wherever all of us, may be, or living, or staying. There's just a whole world out there. And yeah, we would like to experience and see as much as we can in our, I've learned this term from one of the YouTube channels, in our go-go years. So these, we're younger right now, even though retired and semi-retired, younger, have the energy, etc., and the forbearance to be able to do a bit more traveling, at least for the next, I would say, 7 to 10 years, which will also enable us to, like I said, live off of just Social Security, not have to, God willing, hopefully dip into our retirement funds. And again, that is going to be the topic today. It's been a bit of an intense week, even though, we've been kind of wrangling with the whole investing thing for a while. It has become very, very real recently. And again, I'll expound in a minute. But I want to finishing my thoughts on, in case you are wondering, well, why share? Because I mentioned I am a bit nervous today because it involves a bit of personal sharing, well, finances today anyways. And so I'm doing it for two reasons, like I said. Number one, after watching so many videos with so many people sharing, and just by sharing alone, sometimes I find in these videos, they're imparting so much wisdom and experience and help and guidance to other folks like us, watching these videos. And I have always been a person that loves to help people. For me, I am one of those folks that I get way more joy and pleasure and happiness out of giving someone like a present, a gift, a birthday gift, Christmas, whatever. Just the whole process, even of thinking about, the people that I will surprise, or, I'm planning something for, or I'm going to give them something. And it just, not necessarily just family and friends, etc., but even just, it could be sometimes a complete stranger, and so on. And so for me, after watching these videos, something started. I started feeling this urge or need inside of me to want to do the same through this platform. And for older folks like us, there is a saying, or now YouTube has given me hope, and I'm sure tons of us out there, people our age and older and a little bit younger, and everyone really. And I mentioned this already before, in one of my previous videos. I can't remember if that was the one that didn't have any volume. And yeah, just in case anyone is new to this channel today, this is like about my maybe 6 or 7 videos. So I've just started a newbie, completely new at this. And so please be sure to go back and check out those videos. And I had mentioned previously in those videos, oh dear, what was I going to say? I forgot. Anyways, that happens a lot. It's called brain fog. And I'm sure a lot of you women out there, my age, older, younger, will relate to it, but it'll come back to me. Anyhow, so I wanted to, oh yes, I was talking about thanking YouTube. That's it. YouTube, oh my God. I honestly cannot say enough about gratitude to this platform of YouTube. Not just for everyone, but especially for people our age. YouTube has given us a voice and an opportunity to be ourselves, to express, to talk, to help, to advise, to give whatever we can to the world. Whereas before, as I had started saying earlier, there's a sort of a perception out there, which is that, as you get older and, older folks, we become invisible or not as important, or, to society. And so, recently I'm noticing more and more that through YouTube, that is no longer true at all. I mean, there are hundreds and thousands of people out there, just like you and I, that are becoming very, very visible. Yay. Thanks to YouTube. And yes, I get it. I do also, oh, sorry, cat fur. And I do also understand, and I've, watched a few videos recently of some of the challenges that YouTube might be presenting. So far, because I'm a newbie and, I haven't had any experience of any of them, that doesn't mean they may or may not be real. I don't know. I can't speak to it. But I can say this much, that, with any business and with any entity, or for that matter, with any human being or just anything really, there is never going to be perfection. You know what I mean? Like, perfection is... it's just not going to happen. Only God is perfect. That's it. And so, sure, there may be, and again, like I said, I'm very new to this. I just started very recently, about a week and a half ago. Don't know. But I have heard, on some of the YouTube videos that I've been watching, some challenges people have been experiencing. And so to that, I just want to say that there's good and positive and negative in everything in life, in humans, and systems, and everything. And so YouTube is a business, and of course it will be run as a business at the end of the day. But I guess you got to kind of weigh the pros and the cons. And for me so far, and I pray to God and I hope that, for everyone that is having challenges, that YouTube will iron it out and that it will become a smoother journey for everyone. And I hope and pray that we don't have to experience any of those difficulties and challenges. But having said that, again, like I would, it's a business. But for me, I see, from my perspective thus far, just the blessing and the opportunity of this platform, of YouTube, that it gives to hundreds and thousands, millions, actually, of people out there, to come on, of all ages. Let me say that part especially. There was a time, a few years back, actually, not that long ago, where these type of platforms were mostly predominant with younger people doing young things, and to see the growth and the evolvement of YouTube and how far it has come, and the fact that it is given a voice and a platform to everyone, regardless of your age, color, race, anything, whatever, it's wonderful. So I just want to say that. But yeah, so this week, so let's get to the point now. Oh no, wait, I still have to finish why, the two reasons why I decided to do this and to share personal stuff. So number one was that reason, that going back to what I said earlier, that I see so many people expressing, sharing, and it helps. You can, oh my gosh, I have learned so much. Like every time I watch a video, there will be some little nugget, some little gem, some idea, some, little experience, or something that I'll come away with, like, oh wow, I did not know that. And knowledge, oh my goodness, learning. Like for us older people, I'm sure you can relate to that. And me saying older people is not in any way negative. It's a positive in the sense that people our age can learn so much now from YouTube and different people, sharing different, whether it's educational advice, fun advice, health and fitness, travel, retirement, you name it, you have access to it. And to learn in a very, I would like to say, comfortable, easily accessible form. Yeah. Without doing, like tons of research or going to the library. Don't get me wrong, I love the library. Or, reading a gazillion books. I love to read as well. Absolutely love to read too. But just saying that it's a really, comfortable, easy, convenient way to have access and to gain and learn things. So yeah, I have learned so much. And that is what made me start thinking and feeling over these last few months, and which eventually led me to be here on YouTube. Because as I said in my previous video, never in a million years, if someone had said to me approximately a year ago that this is something I would be doing, I would have laughed my head off and said, no, I don't think so. I actually used to have quite a bit of disdain for these social media things where, people felt like they had to post every single, from the time they got up in the morning till they went to sleep, whatever they were drinking, eating, what are they wearing, what are they, and, again, like I said, it's all about balance. Let's just leave it at that, right? But anyways, here I am. And one of the main reasons that I want to do this, and sometimes it's not going to be easy. I already know this. I acknowledge this, especially at my age and coming from my background, um, very conservative background. I am Indian, by the way. Oh, and by the way, hi to my viewers in India. I noticed when I went in the other day that this was like 3-4 days ago, 3 of my viewers are from India or were from India. I don't know if they'll continue to watch or if they gained anything from it. Again, I'm a newbie just starting out, but hi in India and everywhere else in the world. So I am Indian. And yeah, I want to be able to some level, whatever that level may be, small, little, medium, large, tiny, whatever, be able to do the same thing that I see and I've been watching other folks on YouTube doing that has helped me so much and has made, honestly, in just a short space of time, such a difference to my life in all positive ways. And if this platform, through people just talking and sharing in that way, can be so life-changing to people's lives and be of help and guidance, inspiration, all those positive, wonderful, good things, then I want to be a part of that. Really, really, the kind of person I am, I really and truly wish to be a part of that. And so that's the first reason. And the second reason is a little bit more, I guess you could say, selfish, and in the sense that it is very, very therapeutic, very enjoyable, in the sense that I truly look forward to this whole journey with YouTube. And that involves it's not just sitting here recording, but there's a whole, I'm sure all of you guys that do this, out there would know that it's a whole process, from coming up. Well, for me so far, I just come on and I clip on my microphone and I put in the little speaker thing on my phone and, have the little selfie. I finally have a selfie stick for those of you who are here for the first time. Please go and check out my other videos where you will laugh your head off at some of the contraptions that I used in my first few videos, because I didn't have a selfie stick, didn't know anything about, all of this stuff. Learning as I go along, of course. And again, this is where the YouTube videos, there are people out there that are so helpful and encouraging in every way, the YouTube equipment or lighting or the volume, which I learned the hard way. Actually, like I said, made an entire video without volume. But anyways, you live and you learn and live and learn, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, for me, the second reason, like I said, it's a little bit selfish. Yes. It's what it does for me. And it really, like I said, provides me with joy. I feel excited. It gives me purpose. I look forward to doing this, because even like when I finish today, for example, then I'll be thinking about, all right, well, what do I want to share the next time? For actually, now that I mentioned that, I do want to say this. So this particular video is going to be a part of almost like 3 videos. And this first one will be in relation to the intense week and investing. And then the second one is sort of a slight segue from that, in the sense that while all of this was going on, and I was supposed to post on Wednesday, I didn't get to do that. I was supposed to post yesterday. I didn't get to do that. We were so caught up. And so the second video is that whilst we did have an intense week due to, figuring out investing, I know you guys must be saying, all right, so can we talk about investing? Yes, in a minute we will. But I want to say that out of that, I always like to, come back to that quote, every cloud has a silver lining. And the silver lining this week, in this very intense, very stressful 2 week, has been that I discovered a few more creators on YouTube. And in my previous videos, I mentioned, I believe, one of them that I have been watching, and what I had, Rob the Maritimer. And what I love, and I watch all of his. Well, I haven't watched all of them yet, but I, try to make sure every time he drops a new video to watch it. But I can relate to him and his natural way of, making the videos. Not too much editing. I don't know how to edit. Jack diddly squat. I'm not saying that maybe in future I might not learn or be able to or might do it. But for the time being, as you can see, I just press record, I record, and afterwards I sometimes I've made the thumbnail already. Oh, by the way, the first few videos didn't even have thumbnails, but I did learn. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. And I do want to stop and say that, guys, wherever you are in the world, whoever you are, you can do it too. If I can do it, I am not tech savvy at all. I am an old lady, semi-retired baker. And if I can do this, I'm telling you guys, you can do it. And, I hope that by watching my a very amateur, very very random, crazy, videos, and my ramblings and everything. I hope in some way it helps anyone out there, to realize that, hey, you can be yourself. YouTube gives you that opportunity and platform. We live in the United States, or even a lot of other countries in the world. Freedom of speech is given to us, and I'm not saying that means I'm going to come on and Anyways, freedom. You can be yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. So please, don't. Life is short, and just do it. Just do it. It's okay. It's okay, and it's gonna be okay. And as we go along, I will, from the bottom of my heart, share it with you guys and try to, inspire or help or motivate or whatever I can. And even if it reaches one person to make that change and switch, to come out of whether they're in a box or set in a certain mind frame or afraid or, there's so much, we humans feel that holds us back. And if I can, help just one person even to say, you know what, I can do it. She did it. And then, I will be, really, really happy and grateful. All right. So those are the two reasons that I'm going to share what I'm going to share today, which is very personal, and that is investing. So, my husband, like I said, retired 2 years ago in 2023. And at that time, shortly thereafter, we had started a baking business, which had then progressed forward into a commercial bakery situation, which in California was ridiculously expensive. When we were doing it from home, it just was blowing up. It took over. We didn't expect it. And so we had to make the transition to a bigger space. And, that was the killer. Anyways, we will, I'll share more on that later. But long story short, we moved here to Nevada afterwards. And during that entire time, for those 2 years while we were in California after retirement, there have been so many mistakes we have made because, one, this is the first time any of us retired, my husband. So, we're just very simple, average folk. And when you're not taught in school or by your parents or anyone really in life about money or finances or, oh, God forbid, I shouldn't say God forbid, thank you, God, investing. Like that word is, was so foreign to us. And, when we first retired, there was actually, I just want to say that there was a lady, I got to get her name. She talks about retirement too, and how how her portfolio. It sounds funny even saying it, but she talks about her and how she invests, so that her money will last, her entire life, and so on and so forth. And she spoke about, haven't gotten to watch a full video yet, so I do need to do that, and then maybe in the next one I'll let you guys know what she said. But the caption of her video is, I made a huge mistake. No, I think she said, I could have had 200 and something $1,000 more at this point, and at that point in her retirement, which is, recently. Anyway, so I want to say that we knew nothing, my husband nor I, about, even though my husband is born and bred American, lived in Pennsylvania all his life. I'm originally from Barbados, but I I am an American citizen now. My parents are originally from India. But anyways, long story short, we knew nothing about taxes or tax efficiency. That's another phrase we're learning. Or investing or portfolios or the stock market or none of that. Okay, like that. Anyhow, so long story short, when he first retired, we just moved the retirement funds. Oh my God. But anyways, hopefully for anyone watching this could save someone from making this mistake. And that is to please, if you don't know any better, or like us, or you have never had any prior experience with money or taxes or investing or retirement accounts or all of that, please, it'll be worth it. The few dollars that you may pay to a tax person, and it could be someone as simple as an income tax person that helps you do your taxes. A good one though. Please get advice on how, when, to move the funds, when to move them, where to move them to, just the whole thing, because otherwise, like us, you will lose out on so much money. It's not even funny. For example, when we moved our funds from my husband's work-related retirement account, again, we had no clue. We immediately ended up paying a good few thousand. Let's just put it that way. Let's just say it was under 60, but above $30,000 in taxes, just straight off the bat, for just taking the money out and moving it to a bank. Oh God, help me. Anyways, so that's the first thing. I hope and pray that I can save someone out there in retirement from making that huge mistake that we made. So we lost, I might as well say, we lost out on $52,000 because we did that. We could have let it sit there and then transferred it out into another, like a personal IRA account or something like that. But no, we didn't know. And so that's what we did. And that's what happened. So please get yourself a tax person to help you and guide you. The couple of $100 or whatever in fees that you may have to pay that person will be so worth it compared to the thousands if you just decide, oh no, I can have, I know. I mean, yeah, of course, if you know what you're doing, have at it. But if you don't, please, yeah. So that's number one. I'm feeling so much better now that I'm actually imparting some sort of wisdom and experience as opposed to just rambling aimlessly about just everything. You'll see. Check my other videos out and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm getting better though. I have also learned to not, because before I was just constantly all over the place. Now I'm learning to, I watch the other guys on, guys and gals on TV, and I'm like, oh, okay, people don't want to see you bobbing up and down. Right. Okay. But that's my personality. I am by nature a very, yeah, but I'm going to try to, yeah. All right. So that's one of the things that happened to us. And we moved all our funds to JP Morgan Chase. And we were with them, and it wasn't anything horrible, thank God, but we learned a lot in those 2 years of me watching a gazillion different. Like I said, I've been watching so many different videos, and usually the videos that I would select to watch on YouTube would be content related to stuff that would impact our lives, or something that we wanted to know or learn about. And by the way, the light is going, but I'm going to keep rolling. So forgive me, guys, if the lighting is not fantastic on this one. We're going to keep it going though. Okay, yeah. So, right. So I would watch videos in relation to, hopefully you can still see me. Oh, there's supposed to be lights here on this little phone clip thing, but I don't know how to use it yet. So, all right, we're just going to continue. And I promise the next one will be better lit, hopefully. Right. So, oops, sorry. What was I talking about? JP Morgan Chase. Yeah. So we were with them for 2 years until, I'll explain in a minute. And as I watched more and more financial education videos, because like I said, most of the videos that I would choose or to watch would be in relation primarily that would relate to our lives, like, plans that we are making to slow travel or retirement or investing. I still feel weird saying that word. And so after months and weeks and months of watching some of these videos, we realized that we could be doing better. And by that, I mean, by investing ourselves and not having a bank holding the funds and doing whatever it is they do. And I don't want to say too much right now on that subject, but there are fees, first of all. And then there are, let me see what would happen. If I turned it this way, would you get more light? Probably not. Huh? Wait. Okay. And what else? Yeah. So there's fees. And of course, the way the stuff was invested, because we knew nothing better, the person that did the investing, we just kind of let them do whatever. And so, yeah. Anyhow, for anyone out there that has experience with what banks do with your money, yeah, I don't need to say anymore. So, anyhow, 2 years rolled along, and we moved here, and the bakery closed, and 38 minutes and 43 seconds. All right, so we're going to wrap this up shortly. Anywho, we are now to a point, or I should say have been at a point for the last, oh my goodness, almost 5 to 6 months now. We've been talking about it, my husband and I, that, we need to take charge of our finances, and to moving forward, do the investing, fancy word, ourselves, because after learning that if we did it ourselves and invested, and of course, yes, yeah, obviously, regardless to who's investing and where, either we understand their risks, and it's the market. It's the market. Ooh. Another fancy term. Yeah, but we decided whatever, we need to do this ourselves. So, oh, the light is so going, it's not even funny. I wonder, you know what? I think I'm going to walk with this today. Never done this before, guys. So bear with me. Nope, they said to face the light. Okay, there you go. All right, that helps a little bit. There we go. That's a bit more light. So, yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying? Markets, yes, markets. Yeah, the markets are markets. Anyhow, so I'm going to try to wrap this up quickly now. So we decided that, but it's been almost 6 months now since we've been. There's a birdie out there on the tree. Can you guys see? There. Oh. Yeah. So there we go. Oh, the lighting is better when I hold it this way. And so, what was I talking about? Yeah, 6 months now, and we have been talking and talking. I have been studying and studying, and by studying I mean watching a gazillion YouTube videos about the market, portfolios, stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, percentages, and growth in dividends. Let's not forget dividends and all that good stuff. And yeah, there we go. And so it's one thing to learn and to know to a certain extent, of course, because one can never know all. But it is quite another, as my hon and I are learning, especially this last week, because we did eventually find the courage, because it is scary as you know, as Flip. It is. I am so conscious of what YouTube allows or not, because I'm still learning. But yeah, it is so scary when you don't know. You don't want the shoe rack in the shot. Oh goodness! All right, I might have to do part 2 of this video tomorrow, I think. But anyways, it is quite one thing to learn and know and have the knowledge, and quite another to have the courage to, for lack of a better phrase, I want to say, pull the trigger. So, we did manage to, we were brave enough to move our funds from the bank to a brokerage. Now, if any of you guys out there are experiencing anything like this, or have already gone through it, or have any advice or any comments, anything to share, please feel free to, this is what you do, drop the comments below. That's what I see everybody doing on YouTube. Please feel free to drop comments down below. It would be really appreciated. We would be so thankful for any advice and assistance. So anyhow, or just share, just let us know what you've experienced. And so anyhow, we did manage to do that. We moved the funds from the bank to the brokerage, and now the money's sitting there. And this week was supposed to, for 100%, not that we've been lazy or procrastinating or any of that, just 1,000,000% frozen in absolute terror. Because at the end of the day, this is my husband's hard-earned money that he worked almost 30 years for. I mean, and it's not like a whole huge slew of it, but the fact is we are so thankful and so grateful and so blessed to have that. And it is terrifying to, invest and allocate and all of that kind of good stuff. So this last week, it has been really stressful, very intense, very scary, and my hands are getting so tired of holding this. All right, let's see. I'm going to walk I'm going to walk with this into the living room area and see if if the lighting might be better over here. It's possible. Oh yeah, I think it is. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to put this here and I'm going to sit. Wait, I'm going to get a chair. Okay, I'm going to get a chair. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I know you guys have probably never seen such an amateur nut in your entire life. Okay, but at least we have some light here. Okay, there we go. All right, because I do want to get to the point and, say what I have to say about this whole investing thing. Oh, let's not put our Swiffer off into the shot. Okay, so we haven't been able to pull the trigger, so to speak. We sorry, we this whole week, every day we would go into the brokerage app thing, and we would, oh god, it's so pathetic, I know. And the thing is, like, we have studied religiously, like, for months now. And what would happen is, like a week before, or 3 days before, or the night before, we would, let me see if this would be any better. Oh, goodness. Oh, wait. Ah, look at that. Yay. All right, that's our cat's stuff outside. Okay, great. All right, let me catch this light quick. Okay, so after being 100% sure, okay, this is what we're gonna invest in. These are good. These are safe. This is this percentage. This is this growth. This will be this dividend, etc., etc. When it comes time today to go ahead and actually put whatever in whatever funds, it'll be like, okay, we'll do a little bit more research and tomorrow and so on and so forth. Anyways, guys, please feel free to share, anyone out there, your guys' experience on this. If you have, how you conquered it, etc., etc. But this coming week, by hook or by crook, it is happening. We really need to get it done. So yeah, that has been very hard for us, very scary. We haven't pulled the trigger yet, so to speak. But it has to happen this coming week because what is that saying? I've learned a lot of sayings from the YouTube videos about something about time in the market. So we're not in the market yet. We're in the brokerage firm. We need to be in the market. Okay. So yeah, very scary. And there you have it. That was very hard to talk about, but I'm sure there are other people. I'd like to think that we're not the only ones, feeling this way or have felt this way. And hopefully it helps someone, to know and feel like you're not alone. This is something very real, the fair and money and finances and investing and so on and so forth. Especially, retirement funds that, people have worked their entire lives for. And, you just want to, there's no perfection, and you can't know it all, but you just want to get to as close as feeling safe and secure as humanly possible for your retirement, with your funds, with your investments. I don't think I'll ever get over saying that word because, again, it's so fancy. Okay, so guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. And again, please share whatever nuggets, wisdom, inspiration, whatever comments. And I look forward to serving you guys in future and sharing and hopefully helping anyone, everyone, someone with whatever we're putting out there. The second video, by the way, is that I'm going to do, and it'll have to be tomorrow now, unless I figure out how to use these two lights that are attached to my selfie stick. Okay. So the other one is going to be in relation to my gratitude and thankfulness to some of my favorite, and I want to call them superheroes, because they're people either my age, a little bit younger, or older, or way older. Can't wait to share that with you. And how they're out there doing this. They've been doing it, way long before me. And they're just amazing. I see them as my superheroes, and they inspire me so much. And in the next video, I'm going to share who they are and some of the things I've learned from them. And yeah, so that's it for today. We're at 50 minutes and 49 seconds, almost 51 minutes. It's been a long one. But thank you guys, and take care. Be safe out there. And don't forget, anyone that's retiring, tax person. Yeah, don't do crazy like us. All right, love you guys. Take care, and I will see you on the next one.